Hey guys!
We're here today to do a Patreon request from this patrono right here. Asked us to check out a band from Mexico, an all-girls band called The Warning, doing a Metallica cover, Atlas Rise. I think they're all sisters.
Oh.
I think the patrono mentioned that in his request that they were all sisters. But regardless if they're all sisters biologically or not, they're all sisters.
Yeah.
In a sort of way. And an all-girls band from Mexico. I mean, I feel like we're going down this Mexican path a lot more lately with what was it? Nuclear Chaos?
Yeah, which
last
was
month,
really good.
Which was really good, and now this band doing a Metallica cover. So I don't think I could be more excited to see what these girls have in store for us.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do this. this song had more bass than the whole "And Justice for All." All right, what did you think about the warning?
Was not expecting this, by the way.
No?
Not expecting any of this.
Oh, what were you expecting? I mean, I told you it was an all-girls.
To me, it was an all-girls band, but I wasn't expecting it
Oh,
to...
you thought they were all women,
No.
not young girls. They look young.
They look young.
I mean, this is from 2017.
They look young, and the thing is, I'm very happy that, you know, the metal community is still growing. Like, there's not, like, slowly dying off. There's still...
There's a new generation.
There's still a new generation
You're part of that generation.
I'm part of that generation, but I feel
You're not as talented as this generation.
I'm not as talented as this generation.
You know, I was thinking the video probably was recorded by their useless brother who spends days and days playing video games. They're like, you know what, you're absolutely useless.
Like, we could have had another guitar player.
Exactly, we could have another guitar player, but you know what, okay, just come in and at least film this damn thing.
Yeah, I feel like the other guitar player really would have helped this song.
It would have given the song a little bit more
thickness.
Yeah, it would have given more
That's what I felt like I was feeling, since they had limited resources.
They had limited resources, but the bass is kind of trying to fill in that gap.
Which it kind of was. You can really hear it through. Yeah, I was not expecting this though. I was expecting, you know, kind of what we got from the band we got, Nuclear Chaos. I was kind of expecting kind of that quality and stuff like that. You're
not expecting like a bare bones, like just a jam session.
I was not expecting that. Which, you know, it's...
I liked it though.
I liked it.
Cool.
Seeing the whole jam session.
Yeah, it was cool. It's like you know, let's not try to be something we're not. Let's just record a jam session and show you guys us doing a Metallica song.
I think what I really enjoyed was the dual vocals and one of them being the drummer, because.
But I think the drummer is the brains of the operation, because first of all, let me say this. She's wearing a Led Zeppelin shirt. So right away, that to me puts her a little bit ahead of the curve as far as being the brains of the whole operation. She's already a little bit also ahead of the curve as far as Lars is concerned, because at least she can play the drums and sing. Those are two things that she can do better than Lars. Drums and singing. The other thing that I really like was she had a little bit of the Lars in her in terms of when she was drumming. Sometimes she would kind of get up off of her seat. That's something that he does quite a bit. When he gets like really hyped,
into it, yeah.
Like when he gets really hyped, he gets off of the seat a little bit.
Into it.
They were all really into it, and I thought that the bass coming through so much really helped fill in the gaps of what another guitar could have done.
It didn't help fully, because I could
could
still feel that it was missing.
Come on, dude, you can't compare three girls playing in a jam session to the original Metallica. Like,
exactly.
Are you kidding me? Like,
you can't compare it.
There's no comparison possible.
Obviously, it feels like there's that thing. Even if they had the guitar player, nothing's really missing. It's a cover. You know, that's it. It just felt like it was missing because it didn't have as much thickness.
Yeah, it didn't have as much thickness.
That's the only thing.
That's the only thing. But you have to appreciate it for what it is and judge it based on.
But I'm happy with the what's it called, the drumming vocals, because you don't really see that often now. No,
unless you're watching an old video from the Eagles, but
or watching Mastodon,
or something crazy like. I mean, there's a few bands out there. Mystifier from Finland. The drummer is the singer as well.
It's a talent.
I mean, there's a few bands out. I find it like really hard to do that.
I can barely sing and play guitar. I can barely play guitar.
You can barely sing. So what do you mean barely? You cannot sing.
I cannot sing.
And you can barely play the guitar. You hardly can tune it.
When I try, I find it hard because you have to be kind of like.
Why do you think Yachty stopped playing guitar?
Exactly, it's hard.
It's hard for you to.
It's hard for you to
play
do
guitar. It's hard for you to do both properly.
Exactly.
I mean, you can do one better than the other.
You kind of half-ass.
But you're gonna have to half-ass one of them.
Exactly.
So it's hard.
But I feel like drums is even harder.
I feel drums is. I think normally in a metal band, that's why you see a lot of bass players as the lead singers. When you don't have just a lead singer, if the lead singer is. How can I put this? If the lead singer is not like the front man, right? Normally it falls on the bass, because I feel like the bass you can kind of it's a little bit easier for you to sing and play the bass.
Because you can because the thing is, bass, you can make songs with very technical basses and stuff.
Yeah, but you're not singing during those parts.
Exactly, but then you can also like.
But being the rhythm guitarist and singing.
You can rewire the song to make the bass parts more simple, just for yourself to do.
I just feel like outside of having just a front lead singer, the bass player is perhaps the easiest of them all. I find the drums and the guitar, like perhaps the drums even harder than the guitar.
The drums is
like well, obviously also depends on the sound of the band and what kind of band it is. You know what I mean?
If it's just
if it's kind of like just like a
classic heavy metal or
not
like
even
rock and roll,
like a rock and roll, like kind of like like 70s rock or whatever,
yeah.
where it's not like you're like going with blast beats and singing at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
It's not Behemoth.
Yeah, it's not happening. So I think it might be a little bit easier, but I still feel like it's a difficult one.
Yeah.
And the rhythm guitar, you got to give props to people like James Hetfield. Plays the guitar all the way down here. He's not even looking at the guitar, but I mean, he's played those songs so many times that I think he probably can play with his eyes closed.
Muscle memory.
It's just muscle memory, just the way he plays. But still, you cannot take anything away from guys like that can sing the way he does and play the guitar flawlessly every single night. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do. And when you add the drums into the mix, even harder. I like the dynamic because they had two different vocal approaches, so it worked really well to use one for the chorus and use one for the verses. So I thought it was kind of cool. Nice little performance.
I see a lot of potential in this band. There's a lot of...
they're fun.
It's a fun band. It's fun to see them play because they're really into it. I feel like the whole dynamic...
They have their own material.
They have their own... Oh, they do?
Yeah,
we have to listen to some of that because I feel like...
Well, I'm assuming they have their own material at that opening. The spiel that was written there, which, by the way, they wrote 2017 wrong. It was 217.
Yeah, I was confused. I'm like, wait, is that like a phone number or some shit?
No, it's supposed to be 2017. So anyways, they wrote it wrong. But on that thing said that they've been staying away from doing covers because they've been working on their own album. So because of that, I assume they have their own material.
Okay, most likely it's out now, so I should probably
check it
listen
out.
to it. Yeah,
yeah, just check it out.
Because I want to see. I was saying its potential because the whole thing between the guitar player and the drummer doing the dual vocals.
Oh, if they do that kind of stuff in their own songs, that would be really cool to see.
I mean, it would be a waste not to do it.
Not to do it, not to do it. They both have great voices.
Exactly.
So, both great players. All right, guys, this was a fun Patreon request. A little bit out of left field, I must say.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, I
feel
enjoyed
like
it.
I went on YouTube and I searched up Metallica cover and I went all the way.
You went down a rabbit hole.
I went down the rabbit. Like I clicked on the first one and then
that one linked you.
That one linked me to another one, and then I saw these ones. I'm like, oh, this looks interesting, and I click on this one.
That's kind of how it feels. It feels like like one of those trips down a rabbit hole on YouTube, and you start watching weird videos.
Start with the Orbit Culture Metallica cover, and
you end with this. Yes, exactly. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. Come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See ya.
See ya.